Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got a bunch of orange reading recommendations for you. Alright, so orange is a pretty hard color to pick some books for, but I did manage to find 5 for you. If you guys want to see more of my other colorful book recommendations, check out the link above. This has been kind of, a fun series to do, so let's dig into what I've got for you today for orange. So this first book is probably a little controversial just because, it's one of those books that probably everybody's read and it's got like mixed reviews, but it's going to be Ready Player One. Now hear me out, I loved this book. It was so cool. I really loved this digital world where you get to, dive in and be a character, and I loved all the 80s references. I loved all the 80s gaming. It's just such a fun, interesting world. And I know the cover doesn't have a whole lot of orange on it, but the orange is iconic on this anyway. But this is one of the best science fiction digital world kind of books that I've come across, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. And this next one is one that probably shouldn't shock anybody that it has made its way into at least one of these colorful videos, and that is First Test. This is the first book in the Protector of the Small series, and I know I talk about this book all the time. It's one of those ones that I don't shut up about, and it's one that I cannot recommend enough because this book is amazing. And if you want to see my book review for this and any of the other books in the Torchon saga, check out the playlist above. Anyway, this follows one of my favorite characters, Kel, and she just wants to be a knight, and she's one of the first openly female characters that wants to try out to be a knight in this universe, and it's amazing. And I love Kel, and I love everything about her and how, she stands up to bullies, and just amazing. So the next book that I'm going to recommend is going to be Scorpio Rising. This is probably book 9 or 10 in the Alex Rider series. Alex Rider is one of my favorite YA characters. In the first book, you follow this kid who's he lost his uncle recently, and somehow he gets recruited to be an MI6 agent, and he's a teenager. And it's completely brilliant series. I love it to pieces, and it's one that I think doesn't get a whole lot of love, really. But this is such a good series because, it's got spies, it's got teenagers, it's got all sorts of missions and just fun adventures, but there's also, it gets really dark too. But this book series is one of my favorites, and I really need to finish it. So the next book on this recommendation is going to be The Great Glowing Coils of the Universe. This is the second volume of scripts from the Welcome to Night Vale podcast. And if you guys don't know, Welcome to Night Vale is one of the coolest yet weirdest podcasts of all times. It's just so trippy, and it's kind of sci-fi, but it's also very fantasy and Twilight Zone-y. It's just so good. Each little script for each episode has a drawing that goes with it, and they're really creepy but also really cool. And it's just such a really great book. I love Welcome to Night Vale. It's one of my favorite podcasts, and I don't listen to it enough. It's one of the coolest podcasts out there if you're looking for something new. And then the last book in this orange reading recommendation is going to be Wind Witch. So this is the second book in the Witchland series. And again, this is a book series that I don't think gets enough love. It's got some really great world building. It's got great characters. It's got really great friendships. The magic system in this is so cool because you got elemental magic, but you also have weird creepy powers that kind of, nobody has seen with in generations that are coming back in. And it's just one of the coolest fantasy worlds. And I cannot say enough. This book is so good. Alright, so that is it for my orange reading recommendations. Do you guys have any orange books that you would recommend? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish content and bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!